All right, should we dive in?
Let's do it, sister. You go for it.
Hi there, it's me, Utica Queen, otherwise known as Ethan, the designer, and you're watching the Petty POVS.
Ethan, Utica. Wait, how do you want us to address you in this podcast? Because, like, I know you as Utica mostly, but do you have one preference over the other?
Y'all, I'm with my sisters. I look this sickening. I'm Utica today, bitch. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or just
But
bitch.
just bitch. But no, I have this huge honor of being on the fashion show of the world, and I am solidifying my future not only as a drag queen, but as a designer. And the designer created Utica. So I'm letting the creator have as
Nice.
much light as Utica has. So,
I
but
love
for
that,
now,
sister.
we'll go for Utica for the pod.
Okay. Well, you know what? Wait, before we dive in, let's talk Market Days because Market Days was just happening out in Chicago, and I know your
Yeah.
little ass was out there partying. That is your thing to do, sister. So, how were the parties? What was up? Did you see anybody? Did you fist anybody?
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I make beautiful clothes, but I also am a little bit of a party girl. And yes, I was out and about. I went to Circuit Mom, of course. I
Slay.
used to work for Circuit Mom. That was my first job when I moved to Chicago. So I got to support my girls, my sisters,
Yes, yes.
and it was really cute. It was hot boots, but I mean the boys were even hotter. So I think it kind of equaled out.
Saw that
Um,
video of She's a Woman, also Josh Bonaparte, designer as well, but coming off of this like huge horse with this
yeah,
hair outfit, so sickening.
so sickening and killed it. Lilith Towers killed it with her
Mm.
giant like Maria Antoinette skirt and the dancers coming out. Like it was. They really put their pussies
And then they
into
lit it on fire, right? They lit it on fire.
Literally.
nothing like a drag queen on fire, baby.
I was trying to figure out a joke there, but Acid did it before me. She got it. Wait, Acid,
Please.
have you been to Market Days before? Have you ever been out?
I've never been to Market Days, no. I had some old friends from the generation previous to all y'all's who used to be all involved in Market Days and I never went. And now hearing you guys talk about it is like, maybe I should check it out before I'm dead.
Utica, get this. So, the first queen I ever did, not like queen that I did, but like queen, the show, the party in Chicago. I worked with JoJo Baby, and that was like probably 3 or 4 years ago. And then when I met Acid and became friends with Acid, she was telling me about this like history that she had with JoJo. Like she's known her
Yeah.
forever. So,
Yeah.
local Chicago legend.
My
Yes,
first queen
bitch.
was with JoJo as well, and she just plucked me from the line, and she's like, "You don't wait in lines. Come here." And she had her like teal beard and just so kind, and we kikied all night, and I miss her.
Do you have
Yeah.
a favorite look or character of JoJo Babies? Do you know of? Can you think of any? I mean, did you see him dress up a lot?
So JoJo was paid, I think, $1,000 to shave her beard.
Oh my
Her
God.
look that she did when she shaved her beard gagged us all because she has had a beard forever. So yeah,
Yeah.
came out it's just bald beard, white face makeup, it just like cut the eye and like she's like, yeah, bald and rich. I'm so obsessed. Oh, I'm
So
That's so funny.
she didn't have bald shyness then.
no.
Amazing.
Wait, quick question. Did JoJo do the beard shaving live? Like, was she doing it during a performance or was it BTS? Like, was she at home when she shaved it?
I don't recall her doing a performance, but I think that somebody just was like, hey, take this money, shave your beard. She's like, okay, all right.
She would do anything for a
Bitches.
buck.
Yeah. That's sickening. And someone out there has a teal beard just hanging in their closet. So, I mean, rich.
Yeah. Lucky them.
A new lace front, honey.
Daya, did you
Well,
want to segue us into your favorite moment of the show, or should
yes.
I, or did I just do it?
We have so many questions when it comes to Project Runway, and we have a lot for you in a little bit. But before we get into those questions, we like to play a little game here on the Petty Betty Pod called Rose and Thorn of the Week. So Rose is just something great that happened during your week, and then the Thorn is something that kind of sucked. You can get as petty as you want with it. Okay, so I'll start. I'll start the chat. My rose this week is I'm starting Work the World, and I'm very, very excited to be back on tour. I like to act like I'm a girl that lives by the seat of my pants, but I actually love structure and I love like a day to day. Like I like to know what I'm doing. So I'm excited to have a little bit more structure than just like doing club gigs on the weekends because that can get, crazy and all over the place. And Miss Acid did all my visuals for my number. So I'm excited to see that. Did you add any like little weird I know you, Acid, and I know sometimes you'll add little like Easter eggs into things without anybody realizing just for your own enjoyment. So did you add anything into my number to
Well,
get me?
usually I mean, sometimes I do add my own name, like Acid Betty will show up in like sets or scenery or in the brand
The
names of thing. Like
stars.
I'll like no joke, you'll see shit if you know what you're looking for. But this time around, I didn't do anything like Daya Betty specific, but I know that you're like a big Lady Gaga fan. So during the paparazzi moment, I included like her original paparazzi music video, which I don't think we're really allowed to do,
Oh,
but I think because I manipulated it so much. I mean, you'll know now that I said it, you'll see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm not sure as you're
okay.
performing that people are going to like clock what I did.
Okay, I love that. Wait, I have a funny story, and I'll make it quick. But paparazzi, the very first ticket I ever got, like driving, speeding ticket from a whatever, was because I was breaking a noise ordinance in my hometown. And it was like 8 o'clock p.m. and I used to drive a Jeep Wrangler, so I would have the top off. And I was blasting Paparazzi by Lady Gaga in a neighborhood, and I got pulled over, and I got a fucking ticket for it. Very footloose, very footloose.
What
But that
year,
will.
Jeep Wrangler? What year?
Oh, it was a 1989 YJ. It was all white, but it was a
89.
hard top. So anytime you had to take off the hard top, it was a bitch and a half to do. But it was like my
I
favorite thing to do
had
during the summer.
I had a 1981 white Jeep Wrangler with a soft top.
Oh, work.
It
A
was
stick?
lifted and oversized tires, and it was a stick. And I
That's
was in West
sickening.
Hollywood. I was that gay. I was
Bitch,
that
no.
gay.
Wait, we need to start like a monster jam. Are you familiar with what monster jam is? Like the monster truck
No.
rallies?
Oh
Oh
my
my God,
god.
I'm so Midwestern. I'm like, we should do like a monster jam drag version. That would be
Oh my
sickening,
God.
bitch.
That would be so
That'd be so
fierce. I
cool.
think Utica's the only one dressed for that.
No, literally, literally.
Give me a flag.
Could be the flag girl.
I I used to watch monster truck rallies growing up. We had them in my hometown.
Yes. Okay.
Really?
So you were familiar, Midwestern
Rural
girl.
Yeah.
Minnesota, baby. I love a big tire. Love
Girl,
them.
yes. The bigger the
Crush
tire,
your
the bigger the
car,
dick.
baby.
So that was my rose. My thorn. I would just say, kind of on the alternate side of work the world, just like the packing process and getting ready for tour is always so strenuous because no matter how organized I try to be, the second I get to where I need to be, my shit is everywhere. My things are so completely disorganized. Somehow TSA always like reorganizes my shit for me in my
Ugh.
bags, but it's always like fucked up. So I would say that was kind of really my only thorn was like it takes me so long to get ready. And I was telling Utica this because she made one of my looks for tour. I was telling her that like I like to tell anybody that I work with like 3 days before I leave is when I'm leaving. That way I can like pack and then have like the day before to just completely rest and like chill before I leave for a while. But that never happens. Like it always ends up going until the very last minute. So that was my
It
Risen
never
Thorn.
happens.
Pretty good week overall. But what about y'all? Who's next?
Okay, so my rose of the week. Um I of course I got to work with you, Daya.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
making
don't lie. That
chemistry.
wasn't your rose. Just kidding.
It might have been my thorn, but um I I'm gagged I got that together so quickly. Like
It's
I'm proud of
sickening.
myself for that. Yeah, we did that in like what, a day and a half? Crazy.
You did
Um
it in a day and a half.
I did. But it was really fun to make that for you. Um, and I guess my like true thorn is I have a hot, beautiful, gorgeous boyfriend, and he's been incredible recently. Just I feel so safe, so loved. He's so big and chunky and so sweet, and I'm just, he looks like if Ryan Gosling was a bodybuilder, and
Well, he
I'll
is a.
take it.
I was gonna say he is like a bodybuilder, isn't he?
He is. And I love him so
I know
much.
he's
So
flinging that skinny body around. That is sickening.
yeah. But no, he's been so just a lot of beautiful things have been happening in my life. One being the career part of it, but interpersonal stuff. I got good people, very supportive boyfriend. Like I really got like some good stuff happening right now. So it makes me feel really like lovely. And especially after like the Market Days weekend, just sharing it with someone who we can just have so much fun together. It was really fun. I mean, besides Daya being my thorn, I would say, um, I would say that this episode that just came out of Project Runway was probably my thorn. Yeah, this episode that just came out it was tough. Like, because I not only was having a really difficult time getting the vibe of showstopper drag kind of energy into the competition. That's the reason why they cast me. So I was like, oh, my last big group challenge, maybe I could get these expert designers to grasp
Hmm.
onto that showstopper, that wow. And it just they loved the idea at the start, but then they like just couldn't grasp onto it
Hmm.
as the way that we needed to. And then when they asked me to be in full drag, I was like, well, you got to jump at the opportunity because our schedule is so grueling. And then for me to be up there in like my armor getting
Hmm.
just torn apart, I wish Ethan would have showed up today and not Utica, girl.
Well, can I say,
It,
sister,
it, it got me good.
the way the light was hitting your face on the runway as you were sitting there, like receiving your critiques, you were so porcelain pale. It was gorgeous. Like it was so cool. Like you just looked like this cool, like weird little doll that was just like there in the middle of it all. So cunty.
Yeah. And a tall bitch, just like wearing my pleasers headpiece. Like I'm a full like 2 feet taller than everybody. So, I mean, you may be a thorn, but at least I look sickening. So I'll take it.
I was gonna
You
say
always look sickening.
if they had me in my freaking armor, that's when my mouth is like. So that would be dangerous if La Roach said that shit to me dressed as Acid Betty. Ooh, Mary, I would be like, well, you should be lucky they didn't pay me to be here tonight. Like, this is an expensive bitch, Law. There's more filler in your face than in my hips, mama. But
Girl, no, literally, I feel like that's when my claws would come out especially.
like, honey, I just gotta
Girl.
I know I Acid Betty would be like I would jump down the throats. Yeah, when I'm little me as like not in drag, that's when you can say shit because I'm like, maybe I shouldn't say anything, but ooh, in drag, ooh, I'm a beast. Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say they ended it on a
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger, so I'm excited for episode. What is that? 4? It's gonna be episode 4. Is the
Episode
next
4.
one? Okay, I will be tuning
Yep.
Well,
in.
there's already theories out there that they've seen dresses or a dress that Utica has designed, and I have theories that it's not going to be good TV if Utica's not on the show. So she's on the show. She's going to stay on for a while. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. Well, it's been a good
She can't
run.
confirm. She can't confirm or deny. Or they'll vote her off the island and they'll do one of those wild cards at the end and bring her at the end
All
to
the way
do
back.
a whole runway collection just to ruin the show.
Maybe
Show them
Christian
what real
Siriano.
showstoppers are.
Yeah, maybe Christian will bring the Christian Siriano save back.
So my rose, obviously, totally, literally, is the fact that this is my first time meeting Utica in not in person, but I get to meet her. So I'm so super stoked and excited. So that's absolutely my rose, and the fact that you look so stunning and gorgeous. Uh,
Girl. It's
It
my
makes
favorite meet and greet right now. I live.
it, yeah, we're gonna have to
It's
Venmo you money because this is unfair. I feel very undressed with you here like this.
oh, I'm obsessed with you, Mama. Like this is I we as queens work at all these different gigs, but we rarely get to like cross paths. So like this,
Yeah.
even though like it's screen to screen, it's really a special moment.
Yeah, oh no, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make more shit happen now that the seal is broken. You're gonna see more of me. And my thorn
Oh
is
God.
work the world oriented, but it's not over for me. I still have more videos that I have to do. I do all the visuals for that freaking tour. And I thought it was
Hmm.
done, and they run very last minute, and that's why my internet was doing shitty. I was uploading like the closing number because they're trying to finish coding the lighting tonight so they can pack it up and you guys can rehearse it this week, right? You guys start rehearsing tomorrow, I
We
think.
started today, but not for
But
closing and opening. Yeah, yeah.
but technical. You guys had like lighting and
Oh, no, no, no. Tech Run is Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
Okay,
You're right.
yeah. So that's my thorn right now. Is I wish that was over because
Wait,
goddamn.
so who else do you do visuals for? The whole the like a big the group numbers, Daya, and anybody else?
Oh no, I do the visuals for every Work the World tour.
Hmm.
Oh, you're famous.
No, I'm not
I,
famous. You just might have seen my work. Yeah,
that's sickening.
yeah,
I
Utica,
didn't
she
know you
also,
did that. That's
yeah. I do
cool.
all the.
she does it. Yeah,
Go
she does it
ahead.
for Drag Race Live too. You do it
I
for Drag Race Live.
yeah.
Girl, that's sickening.
I do all the official Rouge stuff. Yeah, so all the official tours, Drag Race Live, the commercials, like the logos, the animated like logos and things
My
like that.
God.
That's all
I didn't know
me.
you did that. That's really cool.
Yeah, girl.
People should know that. That's awesome.
I think they keep it under wraps
They shouldn't.
because they know. You know what
It's
I mean? They know, and then every time PR hears about it, they're like, "We're gonna run a story," and then it just kind of like goes away.
well,
Seriously,
baby.
Oh.
You
even
need to
even
press
So
these
Boss
PR
was like, "We
junkets.
need to do something,
Yeah,
girl."
for real.
that's cool.
But
You're kind of like uh, people, they write a book, but someone else writes it.
a
Or no, 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 no.
ghostwriter.
You're like a ghostwriter, or like what is it? They write a book, but they pen down a different name.
Oh yeah, what
What
is
is that
that?
called?
A
Like a
drag
What is
pen
that
name?
name?
called?
A
No, there is another name for that. I can't remember what it's called.
yeah, but you're like
A pen name.
you're the special sauce. A
Yeah.
pen name.
No,
Yeah, you're the special sauce.
I really am because there's a video that I have so funny of Latrice when she was joining the show again, and she looks over it. Like she literally looks like just over it. And it's her over face, and then it zooms to the show, and it comes back, and then the message is like, "Girl, without your visuals, boring." That's all she said. It was like it'd be just a normal drag show. Like I know. I do all the flashing, the sets, and the lights, and the craziness, and all that. I know. I know what drag needs. I know what it needs.
Well, you are
But
lighting
so,
designer for the stars, and she does birthdays as well. So,
and bar and bat mitzvahs, I do. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, that's it. We get to go into our main topic, which is
yes.
Utica. Yay!
So, Utica, we
I'm
have
so
some
excited. Now we,
questions that were submitted by fans, but we also have some personal questions that we just wanted
Oh,
yes.
to
cool.
ask you as well. So, Acid, do you want to start off with the questions for
Absolutely.
Miss Utica?
Okay, yeah, yeah. So,
So,
we kind of talked about some things already, and I wish I kind of remember, like, because I wanted to like jump off of what you said before, but I was curious, and this is also one of my questions and taken from the fans was what are like the outstanding differences that you can say or that you would admit to between Drag Race and Project Runway for you
mhm.
as a
Ooh.
contestant?
Drag Race and Project Runway are similar in some aspects when it comes to the runway. Like the work is presented on the runway, the performance challenges, the looks. Um, we have a workroom, very similar. However, they are very different with the prep of what happens beforehand. So with Drag Race, um, I mean, I had a really special season because it was like peak COVID. So,
Hmm.
of course, we had the standard month prep period, um, but our runtime was much longer. I think that we had um, probably one of the longest run times of any season because we not only had to quarantine for 2 weeks, but we
Hmm.
also had to do the whole run, which was about a month, and then they added in a COVID special halfway through. So it was a long run period, but it was, that in that regard, the special circumstances, it was different, but like for all standard drag race prep processes, drag race is so much pre-prep. Like the month beforehand is like hell
Crazy.
month. There
Yeah.
you're making outfits, you're training, you're doing dance classes, you're training your snatch game, you're getting your workroom looks together, you are doing your jokes, you're writing your roast. Like it's work and it's a
Hmm.
lot of money. Like I would say I have on the lower end of because I make a lot of my stuff on the lower end of how much it costs. But and some of these girls be spending
Crazy.
thousands and thousands of dollars just
Hundreds of
to have a
thousands.
chance. Yes, to have a chance to have them shown. A chance,
Crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Project Runway, the prep period is training. I went through like practicing my sewing, practicing my patterning skills, like tested my ideas to see if they actually worked or not. But I was also juggling commissions at the time as well. So like I used my commissions I was working on as my
That's what I
practice.
was gonna ask you.
So
Yes.
so yes, I like the looks I was working on, I wanted to really like, okay, no, this is the time
Fine
that I
tune or
fine
figure
tune.
out. Yeah.
Exactly. So I remember I was making a little behind the scenes of what I was doing when I was got the call and everything.
BTS.
Remember I was working on things for All Stars. I remember working on yours, Daya.
Yes, yes.
The paper look. Um, that I was working on Bosco's twinning looks, the two like
Hmm.
Philip Tracy like beautiful airtay gowns.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and
Some stuff for Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn, I was working on stuff for
Hmm.
Brooklyn. There's one that hasn't been debuted yet. It will soon, which I'm super excited
Excellent.
about.
Yeah, very
And
cool.
but yeah, so for Project Runway, it was sewing prep, like getting all my tools together, the patterns. This is the first season in history, I think, that they have allowed for you to bring patterns to the show,
Nice.
um,
Oh.
which is really gaggy. Otherwise, they did all of their patterning and draping on the show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and the tools list got much bigger. And I added a bunch of tools to the tools list. I made sure that um,
I'm
we
gagging.
got
I'm
more
gagging.
luggage for the show because I think they were only going to do like two suitcases and like a FedEx box for the if you were to make it to the finale, you have like your own finale box
Okay.
that has like specialty fabric and finale level patterns and whatnot that you can't use on set. Um, and
So
I
this
made sure that we
specialty
got three
fabric, I have a
suitcases.
question. Did that specialty fabric come through with that other design? I'm so bad with names because you're the only one I cared
Yes,
about.
with
I was so confused when he was like, I have fabric from home. I was like, fabric from home?
yes, so all of the designers are allowed to bring 6 yards, uninterrupted yards of whatever fabric they want that best represents them.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. And then what
Slay.
else about the luggage? Sorry. Okay.
Yes, so I added a bunch of things to the list that they should have in the workroom and that we could bring with us, like E6000,
Hmm.
rotary cutters, that the I have an electric one that I had to get approved and that they put on the list. Glue sticks, I thought of like quintessential drag stuff that I also use in costuming.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
surprised they didn't already
and
have a lot of that shit. That's crazy.
a grometer.
Right?
Well, you would think that Mood has a lot of that stuff. It doesn't. It doesn't. They don't even have
Oh
like
yeah.
separating zippers sometimes. They don't have like the right size grommets. They don't
Yeah, no,
have
yeah.
like
Mood is
stuff.
mood is the leftovers of the fashion house's remnants, and so it's just one-offs. So whatever they have is
Yeah.
whatever they got, and that's it. Once it's sold out, sold out. So they don't really have, yeah, all the closures and the knits and bits as you're talking. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Do they still have the
But
dog
Okay.
running around
Wild.
at Mood?
oh
They
no,
died, Patch.
he's gone.
Oh,
He's gone.
they
But
don't live forever.
no,
But they
but
have his fur for
yeah.
sale. Just kidding.
Yes, bitch.
That's crazy.
Oh no.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna burn in
but
okay.
hell for that.
the last thing I'll say about the difference between the two is Drag Race, it's a lot of pre-prep work, and then you just go do the damn thing on the show.
Uh-huh.
You get critiqued that you should change your drag. Well, you can't. You're already there.
Right.
You can't do it. So crazy critiques out there on that their
Oh,
program.
I love that
Um,
so T. And like, you've really grown. It's like, how did they grow? They packed everything.
no, literally, like, but they don't give you time to even change the look. So like,
Right.
crazy, crazy. But on Project Runway, you like prep your looks to wear in the workroom, and you bring your patterns, your tools, but everything, all the magic that happens on that show is made there.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
it is made in the workroom. It is made just everything is done there. That's it. Like you get to control your narrative because you get the critiques and then you can shift that critique throughout the narrative of the show, right? Drag Race,
Gotcha.
you don't have that ability,
Yeah,
which
because if
is
they were like Utica, I hate all this drag, it's so over the top, change it, and all she brought was show toppers that were got over the top, how could she change it? But yeah, absolutely. If you're creating every time and they're saying, "Oh, this is too much, we want more ready to wear," then she can like smudge this off the top and make it more ready to wear, and like yeah, it's
Mhm.
yeah, you're right, and it
Well,
shows
Mhm.
how it
well,
actually shows off if you're talented or not.
it's letting the work speak
I said
for
it.
you. I have another
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
that's actually kind of related to that topic. And this question is from one of your fans named Onika Burga. They ask, what is it like portraying two different personas of yourself on two different shows, which we've kind of touched on, but how does it feel being called Ethan on a television show rather than Utica?
On Drag Race, like we have created these creatures that help us, become the best versions of ourselves that we could take people out of this world for a couple minutes where we
Hmm.
get to share like our storytelling through what we're wearing, through the songs that we're choosing, right? And we're showing that off on a global stage as the characters that have like saved us as people, right?
Hmm.
And on Project Runway, I have had, before going on this show, I've had such affirmation that my clothes are something to be revered. And so Ethan makes the clothes, but Utica informs the work. She is like
Hmm.
my inspiration. She's like part of my identity. Um, my identity kind of flows between the two. It's kind of like a
Hmm.
kind of a hybrid. And so I thought it'd be a really special moment to go on Project Runway and really cultivate this sense of who made her and who makes the clothes, which is
Hmm.
Ethan. Um, and I respond to both names because they both sign the checks. So,
Totally. It's
so I
both on
wanted
your LLC.
exactly. But I will say there were some moments on the show where I have gone by Utica for a long time.
Hmm.
And I also go by Ethan, but like having them refer to me as Ethan consistently was, I think I was like having a little like my identity was
Personality
kind of shaken up a little bit by
disassociated.
it because yeah, because exactly because like Utica has made such a statement on the world because of Drag Race that I'm sure that people who are watching this are expecting that. And I think it's been so fresh, not only for Project Runway to be so revitalized now, but also for me to have that as well.
Mhm.
Um, and they're not going to allow me to be in drag every episode. Like that would just not make sense. So like, um,
Could you
if
imagine
I'm going to
having to
come
get
to
into
the party
drag?
full on in my full force,
Oof.
girl, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Um, would I like to? Absolutely, but girl, I'm not gonna sew for 15 plus hours in a corset. No way.
Girl, crazy.
But yeah, I'm also setting myself up for the rest of my life. I can sew for the rest of my life, which I think I would love to do that and create and make for the rest of my life. And Utica has pushed me to be so confident, so so me. And I want to bring her along on the journey, but I also want Ethan to like carve away at an amazing future. So I think that's the reasons why I'm you know keeping this identity, so
Love
honoring
that.
both creatures.
Love
Work
that,
it out.
sister.
All right. I got a lot of questions, but we have another question from our users. Oh wait, actually you were saying I should we have like from the fans. Maybe I should ask like directly from the fans. Okay. Oh yeah, the same one. So this is from my eyes. Is that Melanie Merkel 8479? Did I even say that right?
Yes.
I
Oh,
think we're looking at the
849
same ones,
or
Daya.
8479.
Who
Yes.
is yeah? Who is someone that you would like to dress design for? And then on top of that, I want to know if you need to be dressed or designed for, like yourself, who would you go to if you couldn't go to yourself?
Ooh, okay. So, um, of course I say Gaga, but that's like the dream. I would piss myself if I could dress Gaga. However, um I'm really into like Aurora or Met. I love like these incredible or Agnes. Like I love these just like these incredible musicians I would love to dress. Um um Michelle has had some interest in my work. So I'd love to dress Miss Mommy once in a blue moon.
Yes.
Um,
Mother.
but but uh if I was gonna be dressed by somebody, I I would a lot of my design aesthetic is based off of my own version of storytelling, but also I love the inspiration that we're getting from these incredible designers like Schiaparelli. Oh, I would piss myself if I got
Yeah.
to wear some of his work, or like Robert Woon. I mean, hello, good morning and good night.
Hello.
Yes.
We were just talking
Um,
about them last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
amazing. Like
Yeah.
just fucking gag the shit out of me every time. Um, and I would love to be like a front row girl at like one of their shows, just sitting in the look
You should be.
and enjoy like that.
Yes.
That would be the dream. So
Okay.
We're
Well,
putting that in the
question then.
universe for sure.
Front row girl or backstage pass? Would you rather be on the front
backstage pass
row?
is making the
Uh,
clothes.
Backstage pass is be sure, whatever that means to you. Would you rather be sitting front row during the show or being backstage in the hubbub of it all?
Oh, I think because I'm such a maker and I love to be in the forefront, but I also love the hustle and bustle of behind the stage, the making, the getting people into looks, the why of what's happening behind the stage. Like I think I would choose the behind the scenes because
Me too.
then you get to see the looks, you get to see up close, you get to be with the models, you could talk to the designer, you could like see the inner workings of the mechanism that makes the show happen. I love that shit.
The
Yeah.
Absolutely.
networking.
What would y'all want to be? Would you want to be front row or do you want to be backstage?
I would be backstage all the time if I had a choice. Every time. No
Yeah.
doubt about it. Which is probably why I'm in theater and in drag and all that. I prefer to be backstage. Totally.
Yeah.
Ta-
I love judging,
Daya, do you
so
have
I
another
would be
question?
sitting.
Or
Well, I was just gonna say, I love judging people, so I'd be sitting up front with a pair of sunglasses on. Well, I got another question for you, sister. I got another question. This one comes from me, my own brain. So, the Met Gala
What do you got?
happens every year. And with that, there's always a different theme. If you were in charge of the Met Gala, what would the theme be? And who would you want to dress to have sit at your table?
That is a good one. That is a really that is a really good one.
look how happy she is. She's dancing at that question. Daya was so happy with that question. She was like,
um the theme. Um
Do you need a moment to think about that? That's a deep one.
that's a good one.
I love to
Uh
get introspective, honey. I'm a
I would
deep
do my
thinker.
Met Gala theme, race Caesar. It would be race
see
Caesar or modern surrealism. That would be my theme.
Ooh, I love modern surrealism.
I
Do you know
love
who Ray
that.
Caesar is? Ray Caesar?
Ray Caesar.
Yeah, do you
Oh,
know?
for a second I thought you meant like Roman
Oh no! Oh
Caesar.
my God, that'd be cool too.
What who is Ray Caesar?
Ray Caesar, he's actually like a digital. Well, he's a multi-faceted artist that he paints and does everything, but he also will take photos of his paintings and then put it into 3D renderings. He worked in a hospital for children, like sick children who I think had mental illnesses and were dying in the hospital. And so they say that his paintings are the hauntings or the lives that these children would have had. And so they're like these really interesting children that are like in fierce fashions, like basically like something you would make, but then
Oh,
they almost have
work.
like childlike faces and they almost look kind of dead. They almost like kind of have like lesions on their face or like they're very weird. I'll send you some of his work. It's really incredible. But that would be my theme.
Yes, please. Oh, I love that. That brings such like a surrealist kind of,
Yeah.
wonder to the looks. I think that'd be sickening.
What would
I
yours
think
be?
if I was gonna choose, I would like to like bring it back to some like Salvador Dali, like, like
Yes.
just surrealism, a dream. Very, I'm obsessed with like dreamscapes, um, with a hint of natural elements, but I also love spooky space. I love
Spooky
spooky
space.
space. I love like alien, like horrors in space. I love it. I love it so much.
H.R.
But
Giger, H.R. Giger, the
yeah,
artist who did Alien.
yes, obsessed. I cannot wait for Alien Earth. I mean, also beyond all of this, I'm a huge nerd. Like I'm a huge anime fan. I'm obsessed with anything spooky space. I'm an avid movie buff. Like I'm at every horror movie that ever comes out. Like locked in. But I would, if I was gonna do a theme, I would either be like spooky space or just surrealism, like weird. Give me like the weirdest shit you can think of. And then
Who would you
the other
dress?
question, who would I dress?
The celebrity that you want to dress and sit at your
Or who
table.
would you
You
Um,
want
need
at
to
your
like sponsor a
table?
celebrity that's going to wear your outfits.
at my table. Um, I would love like I would love to sit at a table with like Harris Reed, or um a Zendaya. I would piss myself to sit at a table with Zendaya. Um,
And law.
or Chapel. I would love to. Or, uh, no, thank you.
Okay.
And
Um,
we'll leave it at that. We could leave it at
Law
that
would
if
be
you'd like.
fun, but I don't know if there's enough brushes at the table. No, Law is sweet, and he's our fellow Chicago native. Um,
Oh, I didn't know he
but
was a Chicago girl. I didn't know that.
OG,
yes,
honey.
but I would love to get Law outside of a yeah, I would love to get Law outside of
Competition,
a
reality
camera
TV.
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like we could get down to the bones of it all. Because I'm like a really real like I love to like really connect with people, and I feel like a lot of these individuals don't allow the time for that, and I want
Well,
that. I
they're
want to get
making
to know
TV.
you.
They're making TV.
Yeah.
They got to get their liners in. So, in addition to RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World, Dragula, and Brazil, will Project Runway become part of the list that the fans demand that you go on?
Not
Like, am I going to be now bothered by fans telling me that I have to go on Project Runway because you just slayed the game? Like, have you just bursted the doors open? Do you think that you bursted the doors wide open, that now all the Drag Race girls who have any ounce of needle to thread, they have to, like, somehow prove that they're as good as you? Like, what do you think? Do you think that's the tea?
Yeah, definitely. No,
you're the
I'm being
first,
serious. Like,
honey.
I cannot believe that this has not happened. This hasn't happened before, and
No.
I'm really gagged that this is I don't know. I'm so honored that I'm like the first, and I'm really gagged over this opportunity. But like, there are such talented drag artists that sew and drag designers that make these incredible pieces for the main stage of the show. Like I could think of like top five at the top of my head. Like I think Jeffrey Kelly would be amazing. I think that Nymphia would be amazing. Q would do really
Hmm.
well. I think that Raja would kill it. Like, um, you know, uh, House of Canny. Like, these designers who are making these incredible runways for the show, I think could really do an amazing job. And drag inspires fashion. And I'm really surprised that they haven't really focused on these creators to fuel the art of the show because I feel like Project Runway can be so. The looks are cool, but they're not like huge moments like what we do in the drag community. So I
I
I
think
would
we
love to
lost Daya.
continue to
I
see
was
it.
gonna say when we were doing it seasons 1, 2, 3, 4. When I was on it season 5, when Christian Siriano, he was on season 4. They were doing looks that were over the top, and Chris March, who was the reason why I was on season 5, he was a drag queen, and they brought him back in drag, sort of. Um, and I think that was kind of like the last, we were talking about this off camera, but I feel like that was like one of the last times that like Project Runway kind of had this like cultural emphasis, and we were saying I could feel Project Runway coming back, and I feel like maybe with the addition of you or other designers, we can't say it's all Utica, but the pulse of Project Runway has kind of returned. In addition to Heidi Klum, Heidi Klum has returned as well. All right, so we're having like testicular difficulties with Daya, obviously. So I'm going to ask you my two random questions, and one is perfect for Daya not being here.
Oh,
And then I
word.
have some rapid fire. So I randomly
Okay.
wanted to ask you, would you return to RuPaul's Drag Race as like all stars and or well, answer that. Would you return to RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars?
Mama, of course. Of course I would. I can you imagine the looks, baby?
And
The
then,
amount. Oh, let's
well,
go.
and the amount of crossover and craziness, because then you would be coming in with a whole new round of expertise and knowledge, because ain't
Baby.
ain't nobody do it. Yeah, wow, that would be crazy. Awesome. Now that she's gone, I have one more question for my rapid fire. Is what
Okay.
was it like to work with Daya Betty, and is she really the bitch that we all think she is?
Oh,
Now that she's
yes.
not here, now it's just me and you.
No, y'all be surprised that Daya is one of my favorite customers. I love working with her. She's a good sister. I really love her point of view, and she has a really good sense of what makes looks cool. And I really like to be able to work with her because I think we both have really cool like sensibilities of what can be put on our bodies. And I love working with her. She really treats me like a sister, and I love having her in the studio. Um, she is very particular, but I think that's what makes her great. So yeah, I'm obsessed with working with her.
So she is that bitch.
She is that bitch.
All right, and before you go, actually, these are Daya's rapid fire questions, so I'm going to throw them at you. and I came up
Okay.
with only one of them. So here we go. They're I think they're like ors, this or that, this or that. So you just
Okay.
you just pick one.
I'm
So
ready.
here we go. Gold or silver?
Gold.
Flip flops or slides?
Slides.
Tim Gunn or Christian Siriano?
Tim Gunn.
Oh, I love you for that. Me too. I agree. Even though I love Christian, but I'm with you. OG all the way.
Designers, this looks so matronly to me.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing if he was?
Oh,
I wish they
I
bring him back.
I would have pissed myself. Well, who knows? He might come back.
I know, right? It ain't over.
It ain't over.
RuPaul or Heidi Klum?
RuPaul.
Oh, okay, work, bitch. Shiny top coat or matte top coat?
Matte top coat.
Wow. High waisted or low waisted?
High waisted.
Bone in or bone out?
Bone in, baby.
Zip up or button up?
Zip up.
Denim or wool?
Well, whoa, I never fucking want to see denim again.
Acid Betty or Daya Betty?
Well, they're both petty. So
Exactly, bitches.
I'll take you both.
And with that, you are watching the Petty Betty podcast. I am Acid Betty. I don't think we even introduced ourselves. My sister, who's not here, is Daya Betty. Watch
And
all
you
this
got
on thebadbetties.com. What, Utica? And I want to say thank you so much to our gorgeous, stunning, the stylish, fashion forward, future winning Project Runway winner, Utica. Thank you so much for being here. Do you have any closing words for the children, for like the teenagers, the people the children who like don't know what to do? They think they have what you have, and now that they see that you're on TV, what do you say to them?
thank you all so much for watching. And I mean, pick up a sewing machine and really learn how to like make yourself how you want to present to the world. Being able to alter your clothes and being able to like shift, shape shift who you are, your gender, your um, how you present yourself to the world is your superpower. So please, create, put yourself into the world and just, you know, put your best foot forward and be the best version you could possibly imagine. And thank you, Acid, and thank you, Daya, for having me. Please keep watching Project Runway. It is so fresh, it's so new, and I feel so honored to be a part of it. And I really think it's going to open up the doors to drag all around the world because drag what? It inspires fashion. So thank you for watching.
Amen. Oh my gosh, we're so blessed to have you. Thank you so much, Utica.
We know you can't wait to see what's next.
Want us to review your review? Then tag us, bitches. Hashtag Petty Betties.
At Daya Betty or at Acid Betty.
The Petty Betties are watching you, watching us.